I'm sitting down with my Chipotle leftovers and wanted to show you a little pre-meal ritual that will help improve your digestion with maybe meals that could be more triggering for you, or if you just deal with symptoms a lot with meals that you're eating. So the first one is to find a state of relaxation in your body. When your body is in a relax and digest state, it's going to be able to digest your food more, including the release of enzymes, the release of stomach acid, that motility of your GI tract. All of that is really necessary. And so you want to get your body into that calm place before you eat. If you're already there, great. But if you're wrestling with your kids, if you had a stressful meeting, if you've been working, and you're not even thinking about what you're about to do, you're just in a stressed place about to shove food down your mouth, this is something that you want to do. And so one easy thing is to take a few deep diaphragmatic breaths. Inhale deeply, and then exhale. Some people also do well with that visualization technique of just turning that knob down and letting your body fully just release and relax. The next thing that you want to do is actually relax your belly and maintain a good posture. If you are sitting and pushing in or squeezing your belly in really tight, that can create some restriction that also might create more bloating, more cramping, more pain, and even more reflux as you're eating your meal, making it more uncomfortable. And so a really simple tip is to actually just relax your belly. If you have privacy and maybe you're wearing some tighter pants, higher waisted pants, you can roll them down, unbutton them. That honestly can make such a big difference. If you're wearing tight yoga pants, roll them down. Just make sure you've got some good stretch and release your belly. And then instead of crunching and hunching forward, sit up straight. Again, relax your shoulders and maintain this upright posture as much as you can. You can also do this standing, and that's okay if that feels more comfortable for you. The next step is that we actually want to start engaging our senses with the food. And this is a bit of mindful eating, but actually taking time to notice what you're about to eat. Now, I will say this probably does not look the most appetizing because I mixed it all together, but there are some of my favorite ingredients in this meal. And even if there's a meal that maybe isn't my most exciting meal, I can take a moment and just notice, okay, what am I about to eat? And just kind of connect to it for a moment. What you should notice is that you start to salivate a little bit. This might be more extreme and more intense for meals you really love versus those you don't, but you have an enzyme in your saliva, your spit, that helps you break down carbs. Carbs tend to be the food group that tends to lead to the most gas and bloating and some of those symptoms you may experience. Great foods may lead to more discomfort. And so you can actually start their digestion with your spit, your saliva. And so letting that happen is really important. And by connecting to your food, you're also taking your brain out of work mode, busy life mode, whatever you have going on. Even if you are on the go, you're connecting for a moment, which is going to help you center. Now, when you actually start eating, because you've done the slow down process, you want to focus on chewing. I've shared this before with a salad. I'm going to share this with something that is cooked and not requiring as many chews, but you want to get every bite to about applesauce consistency to mix with that enzyme in your spit, but also with your teeth, you're grinding down these foods that then is going to help them be more easy to digest as they go through the digestive tract. Your chewing process will also stimulate proper stomach acid production. If you've heard of low stomach acid leading to more bloating and discomfort, one way that you can improve this is slowing down, connecting to your food, salivating, and chewing properly, which is going to make such a big difference. I've noticed that if you do this with the first bite or two, especially if you are on the go, you don't have the luxury of eating by yourself. Maybe you are taking care of some kiddos, or you're working, or maybe you're at a meeting with other people, or just having fun with your friends. You may not be able to be fully engaged with your food the entire time, but if you start the process with the first few bites, then you may be more likely to slow down and take your time with the future bites. And so you're going to take a bite, chew it well, and then put your fork down. I'm going to show you what this looks like as we wrap up this video. If you're like, oh, how long should that take? And what could that cat look like? So take a bite, fork down, listening, talking if you want. Chew a little bit, swallow a little bit, chew a little bit. And there you go. If you want to improve your digestion with your meals without restricting a lot of foods or taking a lot of supplements or doing any of those other wild things, this pre-meal and beginning of the meal routine can make such a big difference. If you don't want to do it, fine. That's your choice. If you don't have symptoms after meals, great. That's wonderful. Live your life. But if you do, this is a great option to really give you more flexibility and more comfort with food.